I'm Alex, I'm 29. I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. My background of fitness, I was actually a breakdancer. I started with skating actually back then when I was in middle school. That's what introduced me to breakdancing. But it's actually just a movement of freestyle, like there's no rules. I'm not being told what to do. And I think that's what goes along with my body weight workouts. I'm from Palo Verde High School. I graduated in 08. Right now my occupation is in the casino or the industry. And outside of work, I'm back to teaching bodyweight movements.
Bodyweight movements as calisthenics?
Yes, calisthenics, all bodyweight movements. If you want advanced workouts, we could always add the weights just for endurance.
All right, since this is a fitness channel, tell me, what is fitness to you and why is fitness important to you?
Fitness is just an everyday positivity. When you wake up, it just puts you in the right mood. Even through different emotions, anger or excitement, the movement shows. It could be more reps, or you're just not feeling it, where you're fatigued. It's just, it doesn't work out that time. But fitness to me is just everything around daily life.
Do you consider it as a lifestyle?
Yes, I do consider it as a lifestyle because every movement you do, it leads to a different progression. Let's say you do run miles around the track, you could use that with the ability to stay up at work with your posture and shoot.
Okay.
With your posture and your I guess just posture. Sorry.
Okay, as for fitness, give me a rundown on the beginning of your fitness journey. You said you started breakdancing. So what got you from going breakdancing and started like getting into a fitness lifestyle?
From breakdancing into the calisthenics, I actually injured myself doing a one-hand handstand where I tore a little bit of my rotator cuff.
Oh.
And within the physical therapy, it just wasn't enough after. And I was babying it for a while. So what I did was go to a park, which was Calisthenics Park, and I did one at a time. One pull, jump off. One dip, jump off. Same thing with the push-up. From there, it led to progression. A lot of my friends asked me, hey, what are you doing at the park so late at night? I said, come with me. I'm actually feeling it. It's so quiet. It's like my zen, my meditation in a way.
Oh, okay. So what led you or motivated you to do or to choose calisthenics as a fitness? Some people go to just basic weightlifting, some people want to CrossFit, some people do just basic powerlifting. So what led you to do just a body weight? Was it because of your injury?
I have done weights in the past before, and I did find it repetitive. Whether it be machine, and now you're stuck doing to one movement on the machine, because bad posture out of the machine, and now you're just bad form. You could injure yourself. It led to the calisthenics because when I saw a push-up with different variations, I saw it back to being breakdancing, where I can do different movements and back to the no rules. So it just led to a freestyle of movement.
And as for BarstarzZ, what was your first introduction or how you was led to make LVBarstarzz in Las Vegas?
It really did start at Calisthenics Park, and it was like midnight. I get off work at the hospital, random jobs that I've done. And I got off at midnight, told my friends, hey, I'm up, I'm at the park. Like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm doing pull-ups. One of my friends from the military said, hey, it comes with a big ego in the military, but you ever heard of a muscle up? I said, what's that? So I Googled it on YouTube. BarstarzZ came up, and it's the one that popped up. Right when I saw muscle up, it just leads to another. That is just the first progression into opening all the doors. Muscle up opens everything.
So what got you started to do BarstarzZ in Las Vegas? How did that start?
I actually started tagging them on hashtags. I started following them on all bases and commenting or asking, DMing, messaging them, emailing. And then finally went to California for just a Disneyland trip. But my girlfriend said, hey, they're doing an LVBarstarzz workout at Van Nuys, I think is how
Van
you say
Nuys.
it. Van Nuys. Van Nuys is how you say it. And I met Hove, and he showed me just a basic workout of simple movements. And I showed him that I'm able to jump over the bar already or spin, front or pull over spins. From there, when I went back home, all of a sudden, with the exchange of numbers of Hove, of course, Ed called me randomly and he said, "Hey, I've seen your progression. I've actually seen you on different platforms asking me some questions. Hove said you're the potential. I'm gonna fly out there to Vegas and let's do a workshop, and whoever comes will come to that park for that day." And I was like, oh man, I don't even know if my friends at midnight that I used to practice with are even gonna show up. I have no idea who's gonna show up to this class. And it just happened.
And the first time when, was it Ed that came over?
Yes, Ed came over.
Ed BarstarzZ, right?
Yes, Ed BarstarzZ, CEO of BarstarzZ in New York, came to Vegas. I picked him up from the airport. I was nervous also. I was still in shock. It's kind of like picking up a celebrity for us in the calisthenics community. But I brought him to the park and I was like, okay, you put this flyer, I don't see anybody. But the very last minute, it came in like an army. It was almost like a 300 movie.
And how many people attended this workshop? Or
I want to say 30 people at least. And within that 30, after the class was ended, we were still hanging out. We're still doing movements. We're still trying to progress and asking more questions. And what we see is not just monkey see, monkey do. We can get in depth. From there, we started meeting up as a group.
And what year was this?
It was December 2014.
December, so it was the birth of LVBarstarzz.
Correct. Right in the winter. Not even a summer thing for us.
Wow.
But there's never excuses. I definitely say that. New York goes through the winters. They go through snow, rain. It doesn't matter what the weather is. And that's what's the beauty of the park. We're not indoors every time or every day. It's nice to breathe fresh air, different scenery, rather than seeing people sweat, taking their time on the equipment, texting on their phones, and just taking forever. I think also another benefit is definitely no fees. The park is there.
So what you mean, from after that workshop, you guys just had a community workouts?
So after that class, we, as a group of people that stayed, we tried to build a community already. We were trying to gather it as an organization. We said, hey, what days do you practice? Where do you go to practice? What gym do you go to? But we said, hey, we should actually come back to this park where we started this for the first day. And we had different times. It was rough at the very first start. There was a summer where we were doing push-ups and everybody's getting blisters. It's so hot in Vegas, it was like 110. And we're on rubber mats in the park.
Very nice. So what kind of routine or fitness training you do on a daily basis?
It definitely starts, if I can. On my days off, I usually do 4 a.m. Try to wake up, try to get my day started with cardio, whether it be jump rope or run. It could be at a park or on a treadmill. It's up to you, your choice. From there, warm up with a stretch after the run. I warm up with a stretch and go straight into a push-up, pull-up, squat, dip, or sit-up.
And how many days a week and how many hours a day?
I want to say an hour and a half. I don't know if you count the stretch or not. Whether you do go on the stretch and you do decide to go longer or prolong the stretch, it could go up to 2 hours. Repeat the question again.
How many hours is in your workouts and how many days a week?
Okay, so the days of weeks is 4 to 5. You gotta take a break and rest in between, and let your muscles improve and grow.
And when you started this fitness journey as calisthenics, have you ever been injured?
Yes, I've been injured, but that was me trying to be more of a beast than I thought I could. Trying to go more reps than out of my usual routine, and it would lead to tendonitis. And you actually got to listen to your body and rest, do recovery. That's what led to nutrition, seeing what helps you recover, rather than just these chemicals of BCAAs and amino acids and stuff like that.
And you said you are a trainer. So how long you been a trainer?
Well, with LVBarstarzz back in 2014, I want to say we started our journey and helping progress as a trainer. Recently, I graduated from UNLV as a NASM trainer. It was much easier to improve as a trainer because I've had background with LVBarstarzz.
So you do one-on-one training and group class training.
That is correct.
And the style of training you do in a group class, can you explain a little bit of it?
Yeah, definitely. The group is within that hour time limit. I do show 3 different variations of each movement, like I said before, with the push, pull, squat, dip, sit up. Working on every full body area and making sure we hit the time of the class and make sure everybody is doing the right movement and the right posture.
Okay, 2 last questions. What motivates you to train and have a fitness lifestyle daily? What pushes you to have this lifestyle?
Not only is it just your athletes that you follow even before, seeing how they train, Bruce Lee, Pacquiao, back to UFC, Rai Faber and Brandon Vera or anybody like that. Seeing people progress in your classes is definitely the hype. It helps me to see that I've improved your life for that day.
All right. What are some good advices you would give someone who is starting their fitness journey in any type of fitness, whatever it is? It could be calisthenics. What is a good advice that you would give this person who wants to start their journey on it?
I definitely agree with eat well, stay hydrated, be motivated, and do work, which is just everything. Just live that life that way.
All right. Thank you, man. Can you let the viewers know where we can find you at? Or to know more about you?
Oh yeah, but before I do that, thank you to LV Fitness for letting me be the first episode. Let you know that this strength right here is from and easy. The yummy stuff is Miracle Plant Based. That's my sponsor right there. Got a shout out to LVBarstarzz right here. And you can find me, That1Toy, on Instagram, Facebook, and all the platforms. And I'll see you soon.